Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Sobertron, and welcome to Titancraft Season 6 here on Tango Tech's Patreon server. And as always, guys, if you want to join me and this fantabulastic community, all you need to do is click that last link down in the description. It'll take you to Tango Tech's Patreon page. All the information you need to sign up and join us here is in that, that website. It's great, guys. You should absolutely join us here. It's a fantastic community with crazy stuff happening. So yeah, it is currently January 2nd. And I say that for one specific reason. This episode's going to take a while. So I'm going to have to do it in bits and pieces over the coming weeks and possibly months. Because, we're about 4 months in, I think, to the server. 5 months soon? Yeah, almost 4.5. Something like that. And I haven't messed with anybody. And I got to mess with somebody. At least once. So we're going to mess with Caable Guy. Caable Guy, everybody's favorite Titan. Everybody loves him. He's fantastic. He's a bud of mine. We've been talking for years. And I want to mess with him a little bit. His base is coming along nicely. So yeah, we need to do that. This episode where I did this dome should be being released. Hi, Pigman. It should be being released tomorrow, actually. So this is all in the past for you guys. But what I want to do is I've had this little contraption hidden under my base that only Cash knows about. Very few people come into our storage, so I figured it was the best place to do it. And you can hear him. You can hear him down there. We've got a little chicken egg layer. I was asking people on the server if anybody had any eggs, and I think I was able to get a few. And I made this, added a couple chickens into it, and the eggs are coming in. So I'm gonna grab a couple, stacks of those, because we're gonna make a couple egg layer dispensary things, and we're gonna hide them throughout Caable's base. But I want to do it slowly, over time, over these coming weeks. I want him to kind of go a little bit crazy. I want him to, just start complaining and asking, where the heck are all these chickens coming from? And then slowly over time, more chickens will show up. And then slowly over time, more chickens will show up. So I gotta find some strategic hiding points for these things. So I'm gonna head over to his base, and we're gonna figure out where we're gonna put this first one. We have arrived at Caable Guy's place, and I think it goes without saying that Caable is the best builder on this server. He has this insane ability to just use stone blocks and cobblestone and its variants to do crazy things, and it's absolutely his style. But every season he just one-ups himself, and he even pranked his own base this season. That's his base mate Anita. So I have to be very quick about doing these because both Caable and Anita are basing here. Anita's online a lot, but currently she is not online. So I have to use this opportunity to its fullest extent to get one of these egg-laying contraptions in place. But I also have to be pretty strategic in where I place them. You can see over there, kind of this path, he's decorating all of his paths, but he's only got about a third of it done. You can see a huge portion over here. He hasn't decorated anything, so I really can't place anything here for fear of him discovering it before, he really should discover it. And there's a couple other things I have to consider with when I decide to place one of these things, and that has to do with how Caable does his paths, and I'm glad I know how he does them. So, in areas like this, where you've got a slab, even if this lamp wasn't here, he would have another slab underneath it, because it's reasons. He just builds that way. He always puts another block underneath there, especially if there's a path block in front of it. And it's just his kind of, if there's a path block in front of it, it leaves a little gap, and he's not about that. He's very meticulous in how he does things. So I need to place it under a slab, because if I place it under a full block, badness happens. And I also have to have an ability to hide these chickens in a wall at the same time. That way they can feed down through hoppers and things. So when deciding where I want to put these things, I have to be very, very specific. So it might work here. I can do a little hopper line in the back over there, and hopefully that should work. But it won't, because then so I have to find a spot. That's my biggest concern right now, is finding a spot that will work to place this thing, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it right away. So I'm going to walk around here for a little bit and try and see if there's a location where this will work. I have considered possibly hiding it, maybe where that block is right there, hiding a dropper and spitting stuff out, but there's still the potential of him seeing that, so that concerns me. This block might work. I could hide chickens maybe in a wall there and do a nice long hopper line. The other concern that I have is that I don't want a lot of chickens in these things. I want like maybe one, maybe two chickens in there because I don't want him hearing it as he's walking by places. So I want to put it in places where he's less likely to frequent. And this is his Furnace XP farm that he built, and he's probably here quite a bit. And I want to say they have like a hidden AFK spot somewhere down there as well. So I got to try to not put it near there. So I have a lot of things to consider when I'm placing these things. So I'm going to roam around this place for a little bit, see if I can find a spot that's ideal for us. I wonder if I can hide one in the bridge. Maybe. We'll look. I'm going to walk around for a bit, try to find the ideal location to where we can begin this long con of a prank. That's looking pretty good right there. But let me find a spot. Let me look around a bit more, and we'll see where we're going to do this. So I found an ideal spot relatively quickly. It's actually very close to the initial one I was going to use, which I realized quickly I couldn't because it goes inside his bamboo farm. But it's going to be in between his bamboo farm and his villager-powered crop farm, which is right there. And it's actually, this slab right here is where I'm going to place it, right underneath here. I've already dug out a little hole for me to use and work in. And this is kind of some of his inner workings of things, which I would imagine he doesn't come back here very often. Now that it's done, he's probably like, I don't need to go back there anymore. But despite that, I'm still going to probably encase this little bit in stone so he doesn't see it as much. So the first thing I need to do is place the the dispenser right on top of this block so that the slab is then right here. Actually, let me place that slab right now. And then put the dispenser facing up. Can we face up? Sweet. Okay. And then we have note block. So note block goes underneath there, and then block and up. And we'll place another solid block there. And then we need some observers looking into these note blocks. That's not looking into it. Back up a little bit. There we go. And then two more observers. Really easy way to make a little clock. One of my favorite ways, actually, because it's pretty. It's like one wide tileable. It's fantastic. I love this clock design. So place that there. And then if we place an item in here, we should see it click out. Perfect. So now all we need to do is make a little cage to hold our chickens in. So we just need to probably, yeah, that should be enough. Just the two hoppers there, and then we jump up here. Let's break that block there so our chickens don't escape. And then all we need to do is get a couple guys in there. There's one, maybe two. We'll go with two. Nope, nope, nope. There. Get in your hole. Okay, there we go. So that's all done now, but I'm just gonna make a little wall here so he can't see what's going on. Can I jump, please? Thank you. So I just want to do that, and then two more there, and then maybe two there. So now you hear it, but you can't see it, and you only really hear it when you're next to it. So I'm gonna use this little escape hatch I found, and I'm gonna be on my way because we're done. First phase is done. We have one little chicken egg layer. And I'm telling you guys, Anita AFKs here so much that that thing's going to start cranking out things in no time whatsoever. But I have a feeling in a couple days, when I have another opportunity, when neither of them are online, I will be back over here, and we're gonna find another location to hide one of these suckers in. So I'll see you guys probably in a couple days. So I've just finished building my gold farm, and by my math, that episode should be out this coming Sunday. Today is Friday, January 8th, and it looks like Caable has started on a new project as well. So we still only have this one egg-laying device in his base, and I'm risking it a little bit right now, guys, because Anita is online right now, but she is AFK, so I've been coming over periodically, and I've only seen ever one chicken over here. I think Caable's probably killing them, so I'm sorry, little dude, you're probably gonna die. So I'm not 100% sure how many chickens this has produced. I would imagine it's quite a few at this point, but like I said, I only ever see one guy, and I'm pretty sure it's not the same one. And I think I found our next spot to where I want to add this next egg layer in, and I think it's up around this corner over here. It's a spot I discovered actually when I was first over here, and I've been looking at it periodically. And I think I want to put it right underneath this slab. What I want to do is I want to have the redstone bit go underneath these blocks here. And then I'm actually going to hide the egg layer inside here. I think I'm gonna go right through this trap door and then remove that pumpkin, do all the work back there, route it all in, and then hopefully we can get everything in there, and yeah, we can have 2 of these contraptions. I'm also thinking I'm gonna add a 3rd chicken into that one, and I'll put 3 in here as well, just to make things a little bit more interesting for Caable. This Caable deserves this. He absolutely does. But let me get this all done. Hopefully everything's working. We can hear some clucking in the background, and hopefully Anita stays AFK. I'm not sure where she is right now. I haven't seen her name tag, so hopefully she's not. Oh, there's another chicken! It's working. Sorry, little dude. You're gonna be trapped there for a while. Good job. But yeah, I want to add another chicken over there. Put 3 in here. Oh, I gotta go back through and look at my recording and see what was there. I'll fix that. Sorry. But yeah, let me not grief Caable's base anymore, or any more than I need to, and I will be back once all this is in place. Very quickly, I am back, and I am realizing this spot is not going to work out at all. There is a pumpkin right behind that trapdoor that's giving him some light in this area, and I would need to remove that stuff, so I don't want to do that. So it's time for a backup spot. I think I'm going to try to put it right here underneath this slab. That should work out well. There's no blocks underneath that are exposed right now. And then I will put the redstone probably back this way, and then I'll have to find a way to route a hopper in there with some crazy hopper line, probably coming back this way, and probably hide the chicken contraption behind this wall right here. Hopefully there's nothing back there. I'll be back in a few once it's done, or when I have to move on to my 3rd location that I would need to find. But give me a few, I'll be right back. That worked out better than I thought. I did have to do a crazy hopper line to avoid this redstone torch here, so I had to loop it around this pumpkin over here. But everything's working. I tested it one time. It seems fine. I'm concerned that the chickens are very close. They're actually right below this basalt block right here, and the line just kind of loops around there, and then back in underneath our dispenser over there. But the 2nd device is in. I still have to add a 3rd chicken over there, but I've only got 7 eggs left, so hopefully that works. But I'm just going to do that in between here, and the next time I do this, probably another week from now, we'll see what happens. I'll be checking it periodically again. Hopefully we get a couple more chickens just roaming around this place, because I want this place to look chaotic in the future. But yeah, let me do this, and I'll come back to you guys in about a week. We'll see what happens, and yeah, hopefully Caable starts to get a little bit crazy by the amount of chickens that are roaming around this place. It is now a couple more days later, guys. It is now January 12th, and it's time to add another chicken device into Caable's base. Now, I wasn't planning on doing it this early, but there's 2 reasons I want to do this. Reason 1, all of our chickens are kind of congregating in this area over here. There's one, wrong button. There's one just down there, a little egg-laying device, and then there's another one just over by his XP farm. But all the chickens seem to end up in the water over here, and then they kind of funnel to that far corner of his base. So I want to find another location somewhere on this opposite side to put one of these. The other reason I want to do it so soon is Caable's getting wise, guys. He has noticed the amount of chickens that are roaming around his base, and he's blaming it on Anita. He's blaming it on his basemate, and I'm fine with that. 100% fine with that. So I'm looking at locations over here, and the sad part is he hasn't decorated his paths over here yet. So I'm thinking I want to try to put it up in the walls a little bit higher. I especially want to do it over here by his storage, because I figure he's over here quite a bit, and over time he would notice the sheer influx of chickens in his area. So what I've decided on is to put it a little bit high, actually, up in these rock formations. And I think the spot I have discovered is right over here. Underneath this slab is where I'm going to put the dropper. It's got like this kind of rocky formation back here that he really doesn't have anything going on with, and I don't think he'll be revisiting this stonework at all. So yeah, we're gonna put a little contraption right in there. Hopefully it works out well. I may try to find a 2nd location somewhere else to put one of these 2, just to increase this operation. He's already noticed once, but imagine if he sees twice as many chickens. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna love it. Sorry about the red string, guys. That's one of my texture packs. It makes things handy sometimes, but other times it's a bit annoying. But that's irrelevant. I'm gonna do this one. I might try to find a 2nd one, and I'll come back either after this one's in place or after I find a 2nd location. And yeah, we'll just keep on doing this. This one went in super fast. There was a nice void space kind of behind this facade wall Caable has made, and you can hear the chickens clucking away. I did have a little escape happened and they went somewhere up there. This second one that I put in right now, which is the fourth one overall, I am taking a little risk with. It's actually right underneath this slab right here. It's right in his storage, which is what I love. But I put four chickens in there, and they're a little bit loud ish. I don't know how loud Caable plays with the sounds. Hopefully not too loud. When I watch his streams, I don't really hear much ambient noise happening around him, so hopefully it works out. But I'll come back in a couple more days and see what he says. I've been monitoring things a little bit, so hopefully it's more and more and more. And this is honestly one of the funnest things I've ever done. I don't really prank people, and it's great. It's fantastic. Uh, Satisfying, so satisfying. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple more days. So we're back here at Caable's place, and I'm recording this a little bit early just because the craziest thing in the world just happened to me, and I've never seen it before in Minecraft. I've heard about it, I just have never witnessed it before. So I came over here to come to the last egg layer I put in, and I saw an egg just sitting on the ground there, so I picked it up and I threw it on the ground there, and out popped four chickens. Four chickens came out. I have never seen this before. I've heard about it, but I've never experienced it myself, and it just blew my mind. It absolutely blew my mind. I had to even go onto the wiki and look it up. There's like a it's like a 1 in 8 chance of spawning a chick, and then it's like a 1 in 32% chance of spawning three additional chicks. So it's like a 1 in 256. I don't know, math is crazy. But it's been a little less than a week, I think. It's currently January 17th. January 17th, and Caable is going full on nuts with base expansion. Now, for right now, this is spoilers. Caable hasn't released any episodes on this yet, but by the time my episode comes out, I'm sure Caable will have shown all this, and I will make sure that none of this gets spoiled for his future episodes because he's just an amazing builder. And the plan he has for this, he actually just showed it to me today, is fantastic. Now, there has been a recent development, and that is Caable's wise to something going on now. He is absolutely wise that somebody is over here throwing chicken eggs. But that's what he thinks. He thinks somebody, namely his base mate Anita, he thinks Anita's throwing eggs everywhere. They like to congregate here, and he's been seeing them more and more often. And I'm kind of egging, pun intended, I'm egging him on and blaming Anita for all of this. He's actually AFK down there right now. Yeah, I am absolutely blaming Anita for all this. It's just certain situations have worked out to where Anita's been away from base and there's no chickens, but there's no chickens because Caable's working too far away from all the egg layers to actually be functioning. So I'm absolutely blaming all of this on her. Anita, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry at all. Nope, not at all. But for now, I need to find a new spot to put an egg layer. I think Caable has done a lot more path work, and I saw a spot over here somewhere earlier. Actually, there's a couple spots. Like, that would be a good one, I know. I can build into the wall there. But I think Caable mentioned something about him trying to redo some paths here. But there is another spot up here. There's a slab. That guy right there. I can absolutely fit a ton of mess back there. But how can I route the egg line? Ah, what is shooting me? What is shooting me? Where is it coming from? Where are you? Ah, Caable. Light your base up, man. Jeez. Killing me over here. So that spot might not work. Regardless, I'm gonna find a spot to put one of these things. I wonder if I... Hmm. What's on the other side of that wall? Oh yeah, oh yeah. We're putting one back there. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna put it right here. It's gonna be great. I probably won't come back after this is done. You guys have seen this enough. But I think this might be the last one I show on camera. So this will be egg layer number 5. I have a plan for a grand finale to reveal my prank that I've been putting on Caable. But it's gonna take me a while to prep for because I need like 18 double chests of eggs, and I'm not there yet. I'm maybe a third of the way there, so it's going to take a little bit of AFKing, and I've actually recruited some help. So thank you if you help me gather all these eggs. So Caable, it's not all my fault. I'm sorry, bro. I'm absolutely not sorry. But let me get that egg layer in, and I'll come back probably when we start on the grand finale. I'm not sure how many more egg layers I'm going to put in from now until then, but you'll find out soon. Well, hello there, my little friend. Caable's been killing a lot of your buddies, hasn't he? hasn't he? You murdering fiend, Cable. How dare you kill all these chickens? They're sweet, innocent creatures. How could you do such a thing? It's been about a month, guys. It's been about a month since my last recording. I have been doing a little bit more prankage at Cable's place. I think there's probably 12 to 15 egg layers littered throughout his base. I honestly can't remember how many. So we'll just go with 12. But sadly, he has discovered some, and it's partially my fault because uh, a while ago, I had just decided I was screwing around. I took a shulker of eggs and I just threw them everywhere. Cable got really mad at that. He didn't know it was me. But he still got really mad. So I went through and I killed all the chickens that were hidden everywhere. Um, and when I went to repopulate them a couple weeks later or so, I accidentally broke a dispenser but replaced it with a dropper. So then one day, Cable's on stream and he sees just eggs sitting on the ground and he starts looking through stuff. I think it was actually up over there somewhere. He starts looking through stuff and he finds it. And then he's on a hunt. He's listening. He's searching his base for chickens and he's found, I want to say, about 5 of them. So I think with that being said, it's time for our grand finale. And what I have planned is I'm going to litter his base hidden in the walls with dispensers, with hoppers, with double chests of eggs. I think in my last clip, it was a long time ago, I want to say I was asked, I wanted 18 double chests of eggs. And I'm actually at like 36 double chests of eggs, so we're going to have lots to do. But what I'm going to do is I've already done a bit of work. I think there's one here. Yeah. Oh, mm, I'll fix that. So I've dug a whole bunch of holes everywhere in Cable's base. And I really need to fix that, otherwise Cable's gonna find it and it'll be bad. I've dug a whole bunch of holes that lead really deep down underground. Cable's base doesn't go very low. He does have some like mining tunnels from early in the season. But I went down deeper down to Y5, which is when I discovered this amazingly convenient entrance for me. I dug a big hole down there, and then I was like poking around trying to find my way out. That led me to his bamboo farm, which is right on the other side of this wall, and on the other side of that were these 2 bubble vaders, which I have been using probably more than Cable at this point. But this is where we're going, guys. I've got a nice big room down here that I've dug out. So let's hide that back up. And yeah, there's lots of little tunnels. Lots of little poke hole tunnels that lead to various places throughout his base. Some go further, some do crazy zigzags to avoid lava. Yeah, I'm going to put a whole bunch of dispensers all up there, like I said. And I even had another idea to hide some underneath some slabs. I'll show you that. I just had the idea for it. So I wasn't ready to record anything with that. So I'm going to do everything. I'm going to do a whole bunch of stuff. Hopefully I can get this done in a few hours. I really need to find that basalt, though. This way? I don't know. I don't know which way it is, guys. Yeah, badness. See? Poke hole. So I'm going to do all this. I'm going to show you everything, how it's all going to work, and ultimately how, there it is, how Cable is going to trigger the device. So let me place this basalt back in, and I will come back with you guys once we're all, no, I'm out of stone. Dang it. Once I'm all done, I'll come back. I'll show you everything. I know I'm rambling. I just have a time crunch because I want to get this done today. I want the big reveal to happen now. It's taken me a little bit longer than I thought to get all this done. There was a lot of just monotonous, repetitive work that was just making my head hurt a little bit. But it's been about 6 hours, guys. 6 hours. And I've placed 20 new dispensers in various parts of Cable's bases, and everything, honestly, it runs off this. Let me try to explain a little bit better what's going to happen. So up here is just a nice observer tower that leads to a specific spot in Cable's base where I'm going to put a shulker. There's going to be a shulker there, and there's going to be a little gift inside there for Cable. So no matter if Cable breaks the shulker or opens the shulker, it's going to activate the system. What's going to happen is this piston will push the redstone block out. I need to add one more redstone dot right there, and as soon as I do, all the dispensers will start to fire. Now, the beauty of this, though, is that he couldn't just come down here and break this one redstone block. Each of these lines also has its own little single redstone block that will be pushed, and then, so this redstone block is then going to just power this. So if Cable wanted to break these, he has to break every single one individually. Now, the other thing I did was I did kind of different designs for things. Some of these have torch towers that lead up to the top. Others are observer towers, and others are like redstone blocks being pushed by pistons. I think, yeah, this one is one of those, actually. So piston, redstone blocks, all the way up. It's awesome. There is one area that I really love, and it's actually like right underneath his portal. There's like four, I think, dispensers just in that area. Is he online? He was online a minute ago. He is online. Dang it. I also made a modification to the Anita statue up top. That is already live. Essentially, I put a little contraption in there that spits out two eggs every like minute. Just opens up, spits out two eggs, closes. Opens up, spits out two eggs, closes. It's gonna drive him batty, and it's landing in a beautiful, beautiful spot. I kind of wish Caable wasn't online right now because I am nearly ready to set this thing off, or to have him set this off. So I need to see where he is and kind of sneak my way out of here, and hopefully he doesn't hear me or see me. But hopefully when I get back, I'm gonna try to join a call with him. We'll see how that goes. So rather than getting in a call with Caable, I just wanted him to find this thing for himself. Kind of, I messaged somebody else and asked them to message him, let him know this was there. So we're here to watch. We are here to watch. He does not know that I'm here, and hopefully everything works out. And it works. If it does, we should see in that wall right over there a thing happen. It might take a few seconds for it, though. Is he gonna? He's very suspicious, though. He is very suspicious right now. He doesn't want to open it. He doesn't want to do it. I hope he breaks the grass around it, because I purposely put additional observers. Okay, let's see if it happens. Oh, please work. I just hope this works. Oh, there it goes. There's some of it. Oh my gosh. Cable's gonna hate me so much. He's gonna hate me so much. I'll help him clean it up though. Oh, this is great. This is so good. This is amazing. Oh my god. Bye, Cable. Oh man. I hope you guys enjoyed this amazing journey as much as I have enjoyed doing it. Because honestly, I'm not big into pranks, but for some reason this just stuck out in my mind. So, yeah. Hopefully Cable's recording this, and if he is, I'll leave a link in the description to his reaction video. But until next time, you guys have a good one.